Hello people of YouTube, hello silver stackers, hello coin roll hunters, welcome to my little corner of the internet. This is Michael from Penny Haven, and first off, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, then give it a like, then come back over here and hit that bell icon so you know when my new videos come out. Alright, so got a few things to show you tonight. I've got some new coins once again that came in the mail. I'm revisiting one thing that came in my last Marley & Tea grab bag that I didn't go into detail on at the time. And yeah, just want to give you a little bit more information on that. Also, I recently posed a question on Twitter about, I have two versions of roughly the same coin, both with issues, and I put it out there asking which one people would prefer. So I'm going to go into those, go into the issues, and also show a couple of other coins that I have that fall into the same category. Some big crown-sized silver that I got for great prices because of these issues. Okay, so that's about it. I'm going to change the angle, give you a better shot at the coins. So let's get to it. So first off, I want to circle back and talk about this coin, which came in my last grab bag from Marley & Tea. I'm going to have Marley & Tea's information down below, of course, and check out the previous videos I did on her coin grab bags, which are great. So this is a reproduction of a Fujio cent, which was the first coin, 1787, produced only that year. It was the first coin struck for United States circulation. And it was designed by Benjamin Franklin. And there's a lot more cool information on the Fujio cent out there. There was a New York hoard. They were given away for a while from this bank in New York, and then they were re-hoarded, and it's very cool history, but check that out. So there are some mint examples out there, some mint state examples, quite a few of them, especially because of this hoard that was, I think, for the last time released in 1928. Anyway, this doesn't have the reverse recreated. This has got just a little explanation of the Fujio cent and the fortitude, prudence, temperance, the virtues listed on there. But the original reverse, I'll put a picture of it up here, had 13 interlocking rings. And in the center, it said, "We are one." You know, of course, representing the original 13 colonies. So it's a very cool design. Good on you, Ben Franklin. There we are. Mind your business. Gotta love that. All right. Let's move on. Next up, I have this 1981 Isle of Man crown. This is copper nickel. This was from the Pobjoy Mint, and only 50,000 of these were made. This is the Duke of Edinburgh Award scheme. 1 crown. That is Prince Philip, who was the royal consort, the husband of Queen Elizabeth II, and he was the longest running royal consort, or husband of a queen, in history. He just died this year, 2021. There he is, and there she is. A cool little crown. I didn't even know the mintage or anything. I just, it's copper nickel. I got it at a really good price. Thought it was interesting. I love Isle of Man issues, so there's another one. Now this, it's a very cool acquisition. I did not set out, looking for this coin. It just happened to be in a lot of coins that I bought from one of my favorite sellers over on the TAC group. One of my favorite Facebook sellers, Rigo Amador. This is a Mexican 1915 Oaxaca. Is that how you say that? I'm sorry. I do not know how to pronounce that. It's spelled O-A-X-A-C-A. Oaxaca? Anyway, I'm not sure. So this is provisional money. It's 1 peso, silver 1 peso, provisional money. Revolutionary money. So this was only produced for 1 year. It's silver. I hadn't even seen this this peso before, so thought that was a nice little bonus. I'd bought the lot for the other coins in, and this was kind of like a little bonus coin. So there we go. All right. Okay. So next up, I have a couple of 19th century French coins, both Louis Philippe I, both 5 francs, and both with significant issues. First off, this one, very nice looking obverse. Still has a lot of detail in the sideburns and the hair, but the reverse, someone gouged this thing repeatedly. And it's got this very cool double B mint mark that at first I thought repunched mint mark, but no, they do have a double B as well as a B. So I got a great deal on this due to the gouge marks, and my philosophy on coins like this are it's going to look wonderful with the obverse facing out in an album. And I just happened to, a few days later, come across another French 5 franc, and this one, of course, you can see it right away, had been made into some jewelry. Just a tiny little, it's not even a full bezel, it's just the tiny loop at the top. This one does look as though it's had an old cleaning. This is an 1840. This is an 1844. And overall, I have to say I do like the look of this one better. Maybe that obverse with that reverse would make a better whole coin, but there they are. This coin, the jewelry one, of course brought to mind this coin I've showed before. I love the Alfonso XIII Spain baby crowns. This is a 5 peseta crown-sized silver coin, and this one still has the pin hardware here. Someone had made this into a pin, and like I said previously, the effect of that is that it's kept it in just wonderful shape. Like the coin overall is just beautiful. Not a lot of marring or scratching. Beautiful coin, except for these two honkin' pieces of jewelry hardware on the back. Now, when you see the next coin and you see what can happen when a non-jeweler tries to remove this type of hardware, you'll see why I far prefer to have it there on this coin, even though that sounds kind of crazy, preferring to have that junk on the back of a coin. You may have seen me talk about my Straits Settlements typeset I've been working on, and the Straits Settlements dollar, it's a crown-sized coin, and boy, they do not come cheap. So Rigo Amador, the same guy I've gotten a lot of these coins from, he'd had one and it had a high price tag on it. I'm like, someday I gotta find one of those. I said, if you happen to have any, low grade ones that you can, give me a good deal on, that would be great. But right now, just for the Straits Settlements type set, it's not going to be worth it for me to shell out top dollar. So he did end up having one, and it's Edward VII. I love Edward VII coins. It's early. It's like the first decade of the 20th century, and he only reigned for a decade, so there's fewer of them. I just like the Edward VII coins. But you can see here it says X mount, and someone tried to remove that mount, and it came up like this. I'll make sure to take some good pictures of this, but man, someone took a grinder to this. You can see it there. Someone just took a grinder to this coin to get the pieces off. And I'm not even sure if that was fully what happened to it, because you can still see a couple of divots here where it looks like some hardware was removed, but there's these two shaved out pieces there. But basically, I hadn't seen one of these for less than $100 in decent shape at all, and I got this one for 25. So that's going to, you know, I can say I have the Straight Settlements dollar, and I can always upgrade it in the future. But yeah, like I've said previously, this is going to look nice in an album, just viewing the obverse. That's going to help me out with that typeset. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Oh, look at that. First book I grabbed. And these, I need to take them out and put them in new flips. And I'm contemplating if I want to just make a typeset of them and just take the highest grade example I have of each one and put that together, or if I want to do one for each monarch. And that causes a big problem when I'm trying to get, you know, the crown size coin for each monarch. But I do have a nice setup here. I've got a couple Edward VII's already, a couple George V, there and there, there, and Victoria. I do have some more that are just not in here, but there we go. I've got the 5, 10, another 10, 20, another 20, and 50 cent, and $1. There we go. Like I said, I've got to put these in different flips just to make it look all nice and neat. Some Newfoundland, another Straight Settlement, 1 cent. I do have a couple different types of the Straight Settlement 1 cent. They've got some with this big one on the back. This, another Straight Settlements. This is George V, really nice 10-cent piece right there. And I just got another like 5 and 10 cent. I don't remember who was on them, but Guernsey stuff, Jersey stuff, Irish stuff. Love tokens and otherwise engraved and stamped stuff. This is a 1797 1 pence stamped Eldred. My Philippines with my Philippine peso. I was always also happy to grab a good deal on that. $16 for a Philippines peso. A 1909S, that's a pretty great price. Okay, so if you see one for that price, grab it any day. All right, so it's time for me to get on out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you to my Patreon supporters. Thank you to my YouTube channel members. This is Michael from Penny Haven. Happy hunting.